Yo, what's up, everybody? Dre all day in the place to be. How you feeling? Feeling good? I hope you are. I'm feeling really good coming off of this long weekend, Labor Day weekend. It was crazy. All this heat. It was crazy. It got up to 1:14 p.m. in the studio. It was nuts. But we made it through. We survived. It was awesome All-Stars weekend. But before I talk more about the All-Star weekend that happened, why don't I bring in my guest? Why am I going to talk about myself when I can talk about it with my guest? He's your friend. He's my friend. He's everybody's friend. It's Quad, the homie. I like to say Rich Homie Quad now. You know, that's my new name for you.
Nice. Thanks. I like it. What's up?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
Pretty good. A little bit nervous, but also exciting. Excited, yeah.
Excited. Yeah, you know, it's been a while. We're playing like, you know, hooky because I had some issues with my setup and I don't know what's going on, but knock on wood and hopefully nothing happens today. But I finally had a show. One of my podcasts was like, yo, I'm still in Vegas. I won't make any time. And I was like, yo, Quad, can you do it? And he's like, let's do it. And here we are. He made time. So thank you for joining me, man. It's been a while since I recorded one. I know people are thirsty.
Well, I hope they brought a very large glass because there's plenty to go around today.
Ooh, he's going to spill the tea. All right. So right off the bat, man, how's your weekend been? It's been the All-Star weekend was awesome. It was crazy. What'd you think of that?
So I watched the finals on Saturday. I didn't really see that much on Sunday. I watched some of the maps. But on Saturday, I saw Rico versus Lumi, and that was insane. Like, there was one shot that Rico hit, and I was just like, dang, bow down. That dude's the winner. It was like one where he shot him like through the rail and through a corner, and he just had like a tiny window. It was an amazing shot. So
I got to go back and check that out, man. I got to go back and check that out. If you could mark that on the tape, I'll definitely pull that out. No, I'm just kidding. But there was a lot of great moments.
A lot, yeah.
So I appreciate the effort they put into all the events. I understand that it was difficult to organize it and corral everybody and get them to do what you need to do. But I appreciate the effort they put into it in all the games. A lot didn't like Dash, but I don't know. I appreciate Dash. I like what they did. I like how it came out. What'd you think of Dash?
It was okay.
Okay. How about the endurance race?
That one was okay too. The 1v1 is what I liked the most. The sniping was kind of boring too.
Really? The sniping I thought was a hands down great event.
It was cool, but it wasn't that exciting to watch, honestly.
Really? Okay. Are you saying maybe the production wasn't catching the action enough, or it just wasn't an action packed match?
Well, no. So it's like, for me, like I like the sort of like the action, like people like moving around and shooting. So it's nice when you see somebody like dart in and then pop in and pop someone in the head versus just like watching Mr. V snipe from far away because he's a professional. So he hits the majority of his shots. So there's nothing too exciting. He's going to shoot and kill.
That's good. That's a good point, man. Yeah, it's a very good point, man. So what about so you just the 1v? That's the one you like. And then what about the All-Star matchup? What'd you think of that? They play basically every map.
Oh man, that was crazy. The teams were really great, but it was weird to see Fathead's team kind of just pants Mr. V's team in those first two. I only saw the first two maps, but I was like, wow, that's really insane because Eskimo Bear was on the other team and Bartimaeus. It just really, I was surprised at how dominant Fat's team was, honestly.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible seeing him. It was. But I liked how they pulled out that map. I like they pulled out the map and it wasn't a total blowout. And because I always
wait, which map did they pull out?
Was it Orange? The third map. It was 2 in a row.
Okay.
Am I correct? I
had to leave after the first two. I think I saw yellow and blue.
Okay, and then they went to man, I gotta go back. But I know third map they came out. They pulled it out. They won that map. Damn, I'm gonna have to go back and check that out before I put this out. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna edit nothing. That's what I said last time. I didn't do nothing. But the events were cool. I appreciate the efforts they put into all that stuff. And they're talking about doing this again at the end of the season. What do you think about that?
Well, I hope they do, but I feel like they should probably do it a little bit differently. Like, I want to see more players from different teams because, like, if you just kind of look at it, like, I don't know, I just feel like there were a lot of HH members in the All-Stars and a lot of ARC members. So I felt like I wanted to see more from the different teams. I mean, I'm not trying to hit on anything, but, you know, HH is the best, but I want to see some other people play too.
Okay. I see what you mean. I like
I was hoping that each team would like put up 2 or 3 so you can see sort of like the diversity from the different teams.
I like what you're saying, man. So what you're saying is we need to create some sort of like dash games where we send up everybody and it's like some Mortal Kombat stuff.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Because otherwise people are just going to vote for the ones that they know, and people know mostly HH and ARC players because we play all the time. So
yeah, that was weird. I always thought that was weird that for the All-Stars they did votes, but I guess that's what they do in other sports. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it was cool though.
It was awesome. I liked it. It was exciting. Even though the heat was kicking my ass, I would have stayed in here all day if I needed to. Man, it was awesome. It was exciting.
Yeah, I thought the screenshot that you sent in the server of your the temp in there, I thought that was a joke, honestly.
No, man, it was crazy. it was. Talking about the door. That was just the door. The door is 129. I wouldn't touch that door anymore. I'm scared. I'm scared now. I told my girl I'm just leave that door open from now on, so we don't have to touch it. But yeah, inside here was pretty hot. But let's get into the meat and potatoes.
Let's do it.
What'd you hear about HyperDash VR?
All right, so I have a server. It started as like a VR chat hangout. It's got about 150 members. I started it during quarantine because, you know, pretty much we couldn't leave the house. And then one day, one of the members in the server like posted up and he's like, guys, I found this really cool game. It's called HyperDash. It's like shooting, but teleporting and stuff. And he's like, I was like, so is it like a side quest thing or something like that? And he was like, nah, you got to go to their Discord server and get it. And then use side quests. So I was like, all right, this seems like a bunch of steps, but I'll do it. So I got the game and put it on my quest, but I didn't really play it like for a couple of weeks at first because I was mostly in the VR chat. But then VR chat updated and pretty much broke the game. So I didn't have any options. I couldn't leave the house. So I jumped into a game on HyperDash. I'm like, let me try this out. And I'm like terrible at video games. And I have like no aptitude for Call of Duty or Halo or anything like that. But I have no idea why. I just jump in on an EU server, PP map. I'm like riding bottom rail across, and no lie, the first person who kills me is El Chapo. Oh. And that match was so fun. But I was like getting some kills in. I got some kills in, and afterwards I met 3 guys that day. I met Chapo, this kid Nade Sandwich, and my friend Phoenix. And they were all in the lobby. They're just like, oh my God, this game is so much fun. This was so much fun. Hit me up on Discord. Let's play sometime. So like, I had no idea who Chapo was. I'm just like, oh, I met this dude. Like, this is cool. I honest to God thought he was Spanish until like last month. Like when I figured out that he's like of Mexican descent. I like thought he was from Spain because I always saw him on the EU servers like during the days. But yeah, so that's how I got into the game. And I just kept playing and never stopped, really.
That's cool. And so, what do you remember what alpha was right there at that point? Because that was pre-side quest.
It was pre-side quest. It was the one. I think it was the one right before side quest. Because it wasn't the old card or anything like that. It was the new card.
I don't feel bad for you. Okay, I know what you're saying, but I don't feel bad for you because it's been so long. I forget what alphas are which now, man. It feels like we've been playing this game forever. HyperDash takes a lot out of you.
Yeah, it does. But we didn't have sprint when we first started because I remember like walking around. I was like, why do we walk so slowly? So there was no sprint back then.
I like the walking. I don't mind the walking.
Yeah, the sprint is definitely something else.
He's like, well, I want the sprint. Forget your walking.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude. Same thing. I found the game somebody was talking about it online, and then I went to the Discord and I downloaded the package and I had it in there, and I like that it was so fast, so quick, and that it was multiplayer and it was simple. Like it wasn't too complicated. There wasn't too much going on. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Yeah, it worked on the Quest. It didn't break your, like, the graphics weren't insane. It was just a nice, clean game.
I miss Alpha 2 though. I'm always gonna say that 32 bullets.
Oh, right. Yeah, they could bring back the more bullets just for me and you though.
The
Special pack.
The SMG, I'm saying, like, it seems super nerfed. Like Stapler's 8 bullets seem way more powerful than the 22 bullets in the SMG. And this does not feel the same anymore.
Yeah.
So what about? So you got into the game? Did you get to check out the Dash League right away, or it took a while for you to get into that?
It was pretty early on. I mean, like, once I got in, back then when I first got in, the main way to get it was through Discord. So everybody was connected at that point in Discord, because we all had to go there to get the game. So it was easy to connect with players. And I think that's when I was looking at the clan advertising, like one day, and I saw like Dash League, or somebody told me about Dash League, and then I joined and I was like, maybe I should start a team, or like, yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. Like, maybe I should start a team. It's kind of where I was going.
That's pretty ballsy. I mean, you get into Dash League and just right away just want to start a team, because I mean, it's some serious competition in that sucker, man. It's from the get-go. Did you hear all the drama that happened in the beginning?
Right. So I was completely oblivious to all that. Like, I had no idea. I played, but I didn't know any of the, like, big players. Like, at this point, I didn't even, like, I knew that HH was around. I didn't really know what it was. I knew that 4D was a clan. I didn't know what it was. Like, I didn't know who Fathead was. I didn't know, like, anything. But I was just like, I want to join Dash League, and I was like, I want to make a team.
Yeah, I remember you hitting the scene and like, are you making a pretty big splash? I would see your name pop up all the time, and you were on the servers, and I was like, oh, this guy, you know, is pretty active. And I think you were even managing Fathead at one point, no?
Still am currently, yeah.
Okay, okay, I wasn't sure. Sorry. Still is managing. But that's cool, dude. I like all that. So then, what you're playing the game? What's your favorite map? I like to ask everybody that because I'm just nosy.
All right, so I'm not gonna lie. When I first started playing, my favorite map was Gray. The reason that it was Gray is because it was so big, and it was just like this wander feeling. Like, you're wandering around. Like, I had no idea where the buttons were. I'm just like wandering in this map, stretching out my arms, trying to get there. I had no idea what was going on. But after playing for a while, Blue definitely has become by far my favorite map, because it's just nice and tidy, close together. The matches aren't too long. Like Gray, I've played too many of them where it's like you go the whole time and it's 0-0 at the end, and you feel like you just wasted your life for a half hour.
If you're trying to play to completion, then yeah, you're gonna want to play payload. Payloads are very gratifying. I appreciate those. I like the way they keep the game moving. But if you're just going in there for kills, Gray's fun, dude. Just go in there, kill people. It's better than PP map. That map is bad for your health. No, I'm just kidding. I should not say that. It's not bad for your health. I'm just kidding.
I played the 5th. I'm not trying to upset anybody here, so we're just gonna not say anything about PP map.
I thought you read the keynotes that I sent you earlier in the day. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine we're gonna go over PP map, or you're gonna be with me. We're gonna sign this petition. So your favorite map now is blue. That's cool. What about orange? Why not orange?
Orange is all right, but there's not really that many dash pickups, and I'm a dash fiend, so that's pretty much it. Makes it more difficult to play, but it's cool. Orange is like my second favorite, I'd say.
Let's get into the controversy. What do you think about that ball game? What's your thoughts? Some people think it's fun. Some people think it's maybe a waste of time or space. I don't know. What do you think?
So I feel about ball game the same way I felt about Teal when it first came out, and the same way I felt about Control Point when it first came out. I hated Teal when it came out, and I hated Control Point when it came out.
Okay.
but they all definitely have helped me level up as like a player. So I can definitely see my long range aim getting much better on the ball game. Um, but I'm still trash at the game, so I'm trying to get it together.
I am not great at ball game. I tried it a few times and I'm not great. I'm trying, and I'm just not. I don't understand it. But I'll get the hang of it eventually. But the problem is that when you carry a certain title, people expect a lot from you, and you're just trying to have fun. And then you're like, dude, I'm not. How do you explain to people like, yeah, I'm a part of that group, but I'm there. I'm the water boy. I'm the lowest. I'm the lowest level on the title pole. Like, leave me alone.
Just go join the beginner servers, and then if they ask you if you're really HH, just tell them you're there to help. And
But it's when you're in game, it's hard, it's difficult. But I get it. I get what you're saying. Maybe I should try that though. Anything at this point, because I want to play some games, but I'm tired of getting hit up by little kids.
True. Yeah, it's definitely annoying when you get lit up by a bunch of little kids, for sure.
So now, speaking of the whole clan thing, now we'll get back into the hyper dash, but something about 9V, right? What's been going on with 9V? Because I know you guys have been doing some clan matches. I didn't know the whole story behind it. So you want to tell me more about that?
Yeah, sure. So basically, in recent months, we've had, well, since 4D is disbanded or whatever, a lot of the 4D guys just kind of came to the proving grounds because there wasn't really any other alternative as far as clans go. A lot of people hate on clans, but I like them because, number one, they sort of set a tone for culture in the game of like non-toxicity and like good sportsmanship. And also it gives like newer players you can play together without being committed to Dash League, basically. So there weren't any other options, and I just felt like there needs to be at least one other clan that's viable. So I started scrolling through the clan advertising page in the server, and I saw like MBD, and I went over there, and they're really young, kind of like they're still really young, so I didn't know that was a place that could attract like a lot of adults. But I checked out the 9V page, and when I went to their server, I mean, there were like 2 active members. It was pretty much a dead clan, kind of, but Ogan Paul was actually like legit committed to keeping it going, and I liked his attitude, so we kind of started working together to revamp it and get some good talent over there. So now it's like a legit clan, and they held their own in 2 Clash of the Clans against HH. They lost 1, but barely lost, and I think the second one was a tie, or I don't remember.
Hey man, but that's pretty damn good because HH has some serious. I want to say skill, but it's beyond that. They have serious tactics, you know. So what are you guys doing practices and all that good stuff?
Who's you guys?
Your clan, your 9V, your peeps.
I'm still in HH, buddy.
But you say you're putting together the 9V. You're helping put that together.
Oh yeah. I just helped them get the ball rolling. They scrimmage and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm HH.
I see. I thought I got some juice, bro. Never mind. We're gonna move on.
Oh no, I'm never leaving HH, man. Forget that. I will die. They will etch on my coffin, HH.
Hey, I know what you're saying. That's why I don't want to give it up, even though people keep talking smack to me. I get you. I know what you mean. But we'll move on.
Don't give it up, Trey. If you tell me what your in-game name is, I will alias as you, so people will think that you're at least okay.
That's a good point. I'm gonna have other HH be like, can you just play for me for a while to get them off my? Nah, I won't do that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna move on because you understood what I was thinking, what was going on, and I made my mistake. But that's cool that you were able to help people out because you're also helping the beginners out too. And what the hell was that noise? That was crazy. I heard some noise, but you're also helping doing work with the beginners and all that stuff, right? Is that in the proving grounds?
Yeah. So at the now it's over at the main server. But yeah, I started an event a while ago called Freshman Friday. I noticed that I'd be playing and there'd be a lobby with like 8 HHs. You know, it's like me, Maverick, Fathead, Stonebread, Mr. V, Mr. Soap, sprinting around like a maniac, right? And then this one like level 1 jumps in, and then he just dies 80 times. Like, just, he doesn't know how to dash, he doesn't know how to reload, he doesn't know anything. And then he's going up against like Mr. Soap, who's just like boom, 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 boom. Yeah. He pops up his head, Mr. V pops that thing off. So I saw like a bunch of like new players like quitting, like kids crying, like, I hate this game, it's terrible, this sucks. And so I started like talking to them like, oh, no, come over here, grab this power up or whatever. And it just kind of evolved into like Freshman Friday, which is where we have the private servers on Friday nights. And we kind of show the newer players like tricks and tips and how to get good.
No, and that's necessary, like you said, because, for example, I don't play Call of Duty or those other games online because for the same reason. I'm just going to play it and die immediately. PUBG, I die immediately. Fortnite, I die immediately. It's not fun. So if you have people that are willing to show you the ropes and even, like, you know, help you out along the way, it might make you more fun and make you want to get better at the game along the way. That's cool that you do that. And so what made you want to do your own event instead of working with the Proving Grounds? Like, why Freshman Fridays?
Well, I mean, so like over at the Proving Grounds, it's more for like mid-level kind of player development, I feel like. So It's like players who have been in for a while and they're getting better. But I mean, I have other HHs that help me because it's like Atari is the other one who like does the event with me all the time. And then I have guest hosts. So like Gatsby has come, Fathead has come. And we advertise at the Proving Grounds, but
I see it and I love it.
Yeah. Hyperdash just gave us like a beginner section now with the mentor program, so it's a lot easier just to get them over at the Hyperdash Discord, because all you say is like, go to the Hyperdash Discord, say hi in the beginners tab, and any of us mentors will help you out.
And I always want to show up in the Freshman Friday and be like, yo, I'm gonna volunteer to help, and then actually be there as a student, be like, yo, I gotta make notes, I'm taking notes.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do then? Oh yeah. No. I'm helping. I'm helping. You know, that's how you get education. Is you just pretend to be a substitute. All right.
Exactly.
Or teacher's aide. That's I love that, dude. Man, I just feel like I feel like a dumbass that nobody would ever leave HH, man. Nobody would ever leave HH. And I'll be honest with everybody, it's crazy seeing all these other people that were in different clans just like a while ago now in HH, and I'm like, wait a minute, is this the right server? Oh yeah. Oh damn, that's right. Okay, it blows my mind. It's just, but you know, there's so much going on and so many servers and so much activity. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. It keeps it mixing up. Like, it definitely keeps you interested, I guess.
You got to be interested, and it's cool to have fun and, you know, poke fun and have drama, you know, competition. I call it wrestling. It's like, it's fun, it's fake, it's entertaining, it's, you know, that type of stuff, but nothing serious, nothing like that's been happening lately. A lot of drama in the servers. I don't know. Some people wanting to advertise and not getting permission, and other things happening in other places, people being censored and shut down and muted, and it's pretty crazy, man. I don't know, but what do you think about the whole censorship spot? That little area I touched on right there. What do you think about that? Like,
so I'm over at server name, and I see everything that is posted there, and I post at server name too. And I feel like at server name, they have like free reign to say pretty much whatever they want. So I feel like, you know, leave the Dash League server to just the like pertinent information. Like, you know, it doesn't need to be spammed up. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to call Lat a fat, disgusting pig, just do it in server name and then just like leave it out of the Dash League server. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely, and that was my point. What I was making is like, because I hate censorship. I don't like what everybody says, and I'm like, ugh!
Yeah.
But I don't like censorship. It's like there's things you can't say that's like, okay, this is too far. But most things, it's like, all right, that's you saying it, not me. So what do I have to care? But if you tell me not to say something in your house, then I'm not gonna disrespect you and say that in your house. I'm gonna go outside your house or go into my own house and say these things. You know what I mean? That was my point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of having like a spam channel. In my server, I have a spam channel, and the people who are pretty spammy, I give them permission to it, and it's private, and nobody else can see it. So they just go off in there and say whatever. There's no rules there. But I think at the Dash League, they don't want to have a spam channel. So I guess people who have more of a spammy type of communication, they have to modify or lobby Lat to change up his rules, I guess.
A spam channel. Yeah, I can see why he wouldn't want to have that, because he's trying to maintain some sort of professionalism. But it is hard when sometimes because I mean, Lat's a fun guy. Lat's not a serious guy. Like the guy we're talking about, he's not this straight down like I'm gonna like a fantasy league guy where he's like, no, this is the rules and this is how it goes. No, he's a fun guy, but he has his limits, and all the mods have their limit. They're like, come on. This is just, it's fun, and we like to have fun too, but stay on topic type of deal. I get hit with those a lot. And I wish Stay on Topic was a check. I'd be getting paid.
Yeah, seriously. I caught a lot of crap too, because I kind of took Lat's side, but then they were just like calling me a boomer, and I was just like, God, you guys are so uninformed. Like, I'm not even a boomer. I'm a millennial, dummy. Like, get it right. Get it right.
Get it right. Better get it right. Anyways, yeah, exactly. No, I know what you're saying, but that's just something they say to get under the skin, or maybe it's something that they state that it's the hot new thing to say right now. I'm still saying poofers, so whatever's, or boofers.
Oh, poppers. Yeah, that's
Poppers.
legit.
Poppers.
That's
See,
legit.
See, I'll catch up. But I appreciate the effort they put into trying to maintain order. I don't. If you ask me, do I like censorship? No. But if you tell me not to say something in your house, then I gotta respect that you don't want that in your house. Simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't read the Dash League server anymore because it has so many channels, and there's like 1,000 messages every time I show up. So it's really hard to find stuff. So I tend to take more of the side of Lat or whatever. But I mean, I understand people want to talk. So
what I do now is I went to, because I have so many servers now, is and all.
How many do you have?
Like 10. I know people have way more. I know people have way
10.
More. How many?
Come on, man.
How many have?
75.
Jesus, no, I do not have 75. I have 10.
Like with one hand, or at times, like if they're super bad, super new, I'll just like shoot, like not hitting them, like intentionally missing them. So one day, it was actually last Friday, this kid jumps in and he's like, "Are you really HH?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Because HHs are good and you're not playing like them." And I was just like, dude, it's a beginner server. I can't go hard on you. I was like, look at my level. I'm level 70. He's like, I don't know. So then I just played hard on him for like 30 seconds and charge shot him to the head a few times. And he's like, okay, you're HH. I was like, yep, I am.
I think the level 70 would have gave it away for sure, dude.
Yeah.
I think the level 70 is a good indication that this guy is no joke, in my opinion.
Yeah.
My problem is that I haven't played that much, and I'm a low level still. I haven't gotten my level up, so I've been trying to work to get my level up on the down low and see if I could get by without people figuring out who I am and shooting me in the face.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, though, you handle all the streaming and all of that stuff, so you get a pass, honestly, for me.
From you, okay. Next time somebody's talking smack, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, so are you on Discord? All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna DM quad.io, and you're gonna ask him about me, and he's gonna tell you about me, and then you're gonna know who I am."
Yeah, I'm always like, you should start a Patreon or a GoFundMe for us to donate to, because you put a lot of time in, and it's definitely entertaining to watch. So.
It's just that thank you for that. I appreciate you saying that, but it's just it always feels weird taking money for nothing. Like, I always like to give people something when I take money from them, because
you work for like 4 hours a week at least on Dash League. That's something.
It's just like right now we're good. Right now it's 85 degrees. We're nice. We're cool. We got the fans. It's breezy. I'm loving it. This is amazing. This is the perfect weather to do interviews, to do shows, but it's just when it's too hot. It's too hot, man. I'm dying in here. But it's not about me. It's about you, Quad. Rich homie, Quad. Let's get back to what's your favorite gun in the game. I wanted to get back to the basics. What's your favorite gun in the
All
game?
right. So I'm kind of lazy, and my favorite gun is the pistol stock because I don't feel like taking the effort to go and get the guns. I just want to get out there and get into action. So yeah, that's me, pistols. I try to get guns, and then I feel like whenever I go to get like that setup, then I die right away, and I'm just like, that was a waste of time. Like I should have just gone right in with the pistols.
I need my SMGs, even though they're garbage. I mean, not garbage. I appreciate that they still shoot fast and a lot, but I still need them. But I used the staples the other day, and I go, oh, this is why everybody's using staples now. Even though it's only 8 bullets, it kicks ass.
Yeah, it reloads so fast it doesn't even matter.
And 8 bullets, you could kill somebody with 1 clip if you get them all with the 8 bullets.
Yep.
Now with the SMG, I don't think you can kill somebody with the whole clip.
Yeah, you can actually. The SMG is pretty powerful, but you have to have like a better aim, kind of like the stapler. You can just kind of like generally aim it at them and shoot in a circle, and it reloads so fast that you can kill them pretty quickly. But with the SMG, the reload time's a little bit longer, so I feel like you have to have a better aim because like Midnight, she kills with the SMGs. Like any payload map, just look right behind it. She's right there, aiming right for your head. It's ridiculous.
Midnight, man. If you have an in with her, yo, tell her to come on the show, man. Let's do it to get her on the Dash series for me.
I will talk to her about that.
I was on the server. I was on server name for a while. I was checking it out. I was just looking at stuff. I was afraid to say anything. I didn't want to get anybody mad. But eventually, I left because I was like, I don't want to be like nosy and not, you know what I mean? I just felt weird, so I just said, you know what, I should leave. But it's
yeah, you just gotta jump in the mix. Like Yellow insult you, just be like, shut up, Yellow, shut up. And then he's like, all right, fine. Like you just argue with each other. It's all fun and games.
Hey, but I like it. I like the attitude. I like the freedom to say what you want. Some of it's I wouldn't want to say it, but hey, it's not me saying it.
Right? Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, by the way, to anyone listening, I pick on Yellow because that's my boy. I love that kid. Have tremendous respect for him. He took so many APs when he was in high school and got 5s on pretty much all of them. That kid's a genius.
He is very smart. I do give him that because when I spoke to him for the interview, he changed my mind. I was like, wow, this guy is very intelligent. Even though people think he's immature and people think it's because he's on a whole nother level. And that's why he behaves like that. Well, I don't know the guy. I don't want to pretend like I know the guy. But he is very intelligent. You're right.
And very friendly too. But he has certain things that, he's sensitive about. And if you touch them, then he will go after you.
Oh, yeah. And he also, if you, I want to say, if you prank him, he'll prank you, but on a whole different level, So he'll come at you harder.
Yep, for sure.
It's fun though, dude. He hasn't done anything serious that needs to worry anybody. But he's a cool guy. I hope to have him on the show again.
Yeah, for sure.
What kind of map would you want to create? Hey, while you're saying this answer, I'm gonna go get some water real quick because I need some water. Go ahead.
All right, so if I had my ideal map, it would be kind of like blue, or yellow, where it's very connected with rails, lots of places to hide, very multi-level, so to speak, places that you can dash around and lots of objects to get on top of and get under. I think that those make the game more fun, and that's why I like blue so much. I like yellow too because of the way you can sort of like jump over walls and hop down from the top to the very bottom level. It just adds an element of surprise that's much more fun than, say, like a orange, where it's just like a long straightaway. So that's what I would create. Someone with a lot of levels and objects just kind of close together.
Ah, that's why you don't like orange. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I would like to see it on the payload. Payloads are my favorites right now currently. Um, something like yellow with all the rails. I see what you're saying. People are saying that the ball match might be yellow, but with no water. Is that, you think that's true?
It's way bigger than yellow, though. It's like twice the size of yellow, including the water.
Including the water. Okay. Well, I like what they did with that.
Yep, I did. I like the ball. It's cool.
I still stick to my tower, my tower level, where you have multiple levels and you're dashing in and out of the windows, up and down stairs and cases and levels and stuff like that. I would love to see that.
Oh, yeah, I like that idea too, because it's a lot of surprise. Somebody can just pop in and shoot you and pop back out.
Yeah. Something weird. But I'm weird like that. Who knows? Maybe that would be a programming nightmare. What kind of weapon would you like to see?
I mean, I'm pretty good with the weapons. I just want them to kind of unnerf the pistol. I miss the old pistol, honestly. So that's the weapon I want to see, the old pistol.
I'm asking now for a bat. I want a bat. I want to just swing a bat and be able to bash people with a shield, and that'd be fun.
Dude, that's not going to help you, though, because, like, if you're playing with Midnight, she's going to kill you from, like, a mile away. Like, you're on the ball map trying to hit her with the bat. She's, like, on the other side of the map, killing you. Headshots.
But wouldn't it be satisfying if you creep up behind somebody and just bash them with a bat?
True. So I do like to do this thing sometimes on, like, newer players if I see them. This is courtesy of Eskimo Bear, because he's the one who, mentioned this when I was still on TBD. But basically, you have, like, a new guy who's, like, sniping, and they're, like, hardcore focusing, like, looking out.
Yeah.
So what you do is you kind of, like, sneak up behind them, and then you, like, wave the gun in front of their face, and then when they turn around, then you shoot them in the head.
That's so messed up. That's why people are leaving the game, because you guys are doing those kinds of things, man.
Well, you don't do it to level 1s, but by the time they're at level 20, 25, yeah, you can mess around with them a little bit.
Oh man. Speaking of what's going on with Dash League and stuff, what happened with TBD and TBDI?
Okay. All right. So basically, I told you that like, when TBD started, it was kind of like me.
I have to interrupt you, but I didn't know anything was going on until you dropped the manuscript, and I was like, damn. All right, go ahead.
Oh yeah. So I wrote that out because I knew a bunch of people would ask me about it, and I didn't feel like retyping it a bunch of times. So I just tried to type it out as clearly and completely as possible in one spot, and that way, if somebody asked me, I could just, like, forward them the doc, and I wouldn't have to retype it again. But yeah, so basically the team kind of started with like Makers and me. I was, like, posting up in the free agent. Makers had Eskimo Bear, and I had 2 other friends with me, and we kind of formed a team. Makers went out and recruited Triple X, Dubois, and a couple other guys who didn't stay on the team. But that was pretty much the core of our team early on. We were pretty good back then. We beat 4DV and a bunch of other teams that we played. And then RDF kind of merged with us because we still were falling short in terms of having enough to scrimmage.
Okay.
We had like 7 or so. So RDF coming on was like another 4, and then we had sort of a complete team.
Okay.
So once they kind of came on, it kind of became more about them because they were winning the matches, and the rest of us kind of fell to the side. But then at some point, somebody just decided that it was time to, like, split the teams into 2. And so we didn't really have a team deliberation or a vote about that. If we just, like, one day I just looked on Dash League server and I was like, oh, I'm on a new team now. So
and what team was that
several
at that point?
TBDI.
Okay.
Yeah. So several of us at that point were, like, not exactly happy about that. And, like, the rationale was kind of like, we're splitting the team so that everyone can get playing time. The team was too big. But then I started finding out that, like, TBD or 1V specifically was recruiting other players from other teams, or at least trying to.
Yeah.
And he was, like, sending out notices like, RDF wants you to be on our team. And it was several people. So it was just, like, dishonesty, like, I felt like they should have just left the team and started their own if that's what they wanted to do. or that we should have had a discussion. They should have just been like, well, you guys aren't good enough, we're cutting you from the team. But they didn't, and it just kept being like this back and forth, like, we want you guys to be with us on the team, we're gonna play together in scrimmage, and you're gonna learn from the best. But we had 0 practices, and the entire time that I was on TBD, we played with RDF once, and I spoke to 1V once. Like, we never played with each other in game. In lobbies like Dark Moon or Fearless or Rico, they might be in their alias, like they would never say hi or anything like that. So it's just like a very low team morale. And at the same time, I was like joining HH, and like you're talking about super high morale, where it's like the water cooler kind of, everybody's joking around, palling around in the lobbies. And so that sort of started to wear on me. And I was just like, why am I even on this team? I thought about leaving several times because I had other offers. But I stayed because, like, Makers was a cool dude. I still do like him. And Dubois, that was my dude too. So I stayed. But there was like a final explosion sort of where I was talking to Vic Viper at night one time. And I was just like, we need to be on our own. Like, we need to stop being tied to them because they don't want to play with us. Like, they're lying to us, telling us that they don't have time, but they're scrimmaging other teams every week. They're telling us that they want to work with us and, like, we're a team and we're learning together, but they don't show us anything. Like, I learned how to sprint dodge from Blatt. I learned how to remap my buttons from Maverick. I learned so many things from Fathead. I learned how to use shock pistols from Odd. Like, just like hours on hours of like playing with Odd and servers late at night. And then as I started to think about that, I was like, I've literally learned nothing from 1V or Dark Moon or any of them. And so I was just like, they're not participating in this at all with us. In fact, they're treating us like we're a joke team and referring to us rather derisively behind the scenes. So in my opinion, it was time to break apart. And when I did that, I kind of counted the votes or whatever, and it was sort of like a last stand, like, who's with me? But nobody was with me. It was just me. And I sort of tapped into some things with Vic Viper, and he just kind of went off on a tangent or whatever. And basically it was the two of us that left. But shortly thereafter, other members have left. So I think they're down to 7 now. And more may leave, I don't know, but it's pretty much the same story. Like, what I said is all true, and that's what it is.
So is it damn, that's crazy. Seven people from what was it, 10?
Something like that. It was more than that. I mean, all the original, because it was like Brasif, Vision X left too, myself, Phoenix, and I feel like there was one more. I thought it was 5 that left, but I'm counting 4 now. Whatever it was.
It's a lot. It's hard to remember too because it's like I said. It feels like we've had so many seasons and we're barely in our first. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's been like 2 months and we're on like the 5th season already. But
and I mean, and I hope you're not counting me on that because I am no good to them. I am only good in the fact that I can make them look good, I guess, in the videos. I don't know.
No. I'm not counting you. Actually, what I'm talking about is other players. I'm not going to name them specifically, but those players out there know who they are. I know of at least 7 off the top of my head. So
okay, because I mean they're doing pretty well though. They got high scores and they're kicking ass. They were almost undefeated for a while there.
They were undefeated. Yep, they were.
It was a roll, but then damn it! All right, we'll talk about that. All right. But that's crazy, dude. So how come that whole experience didn't sour you from the competition then? How come you went into another?
Like, I already had like a contrasting experience with HH, like, because I was already in HH at that point, and it's like, like playing with Mr. V and Mr. Soap, it was always like a positive and uplifting experience. But I just felt like when I was with TBD, like when I thought about it in my mind, it always made me feel uninspired. So that's why I'm happy to be over at UNSC now, because like I love style dev and I love moderation, and it's totally different. Like, they're a team that works with you if you bad at something, they're going to tell you like you suck in this way and you need to get better here. We have a lot of team cohesion meetings and like drills and all kinds of stuff that's just like.
Do you know how UNSC and HHI came out of what happened?
No, what happened?
Well, in the beginning, because in the beginning there was a little bit of drama because we had, everybody had the clans, and when they created Dash League, apparently Dash League was made in the back alley, like during a dice game or something, where a few of the top dashers from each clan were playing this same game, and then they created this Dash League layout or something along those lines. That's the story I'm sticking to now. Anyways. So when everybody found out that some of the top dashers from all the clans were making their own team on Dash League, it kind of opened the floodgate for everybody to do the same. So everybody's like, "What the heck?" And UNSC and HHI were like, "Well, we're just gonna make teams from our own people. We got some of the best dashers," and that's how they came about. I don't know if it's still the same rule to this day of everybody in UNSC and everybody in HHI is still HH, but that's how it started out, and that that's why UNSC was always my favorite in the beginning.
For the most part, it's mostly HH. We had Garbage Man, and I think Pixel's not HH, but I think everybody else is HH at this point.
Yeah, it's hard to keep it up this day, especially with the level of competition the way it is. That's probably why they didn't want to break off and make their own team, because they still wanted to be included, like kind of like attached to it by brand, because it's a successful team. But
what TBD
and TBDI, yeah.
Yeah, but there's no connection. Like, we didn't talk to them at all. There was no playing together, no practice. In fact, they always canceled scrimmages and stuff like that.
TBDI I feel like it was kicking ass though for a while there, a long time.
Well, I mean, that was before all the players left, but
now you're gonna make me. Okay, I gotta check it out. Yeah, man, that totally that sucks that you can't get help from your peoples if they don't when they say they're trying to make time. Like, don't say you're gonna do something for me and don't do it. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
So
right.
If you don't say, "Hey Dre, I got you. Don't worry, I got you," then that's cool. I wouldn't expect nothing from you. But when you say, "Yo, if you ever need a logo, I got you," and then I see, "Oh, I need a logo," and you're like, "All right, well, what you need?" Okay, I could do something in a couple of weeks. And it's like, all right, we're doing this in a couple of weeks or not? That type of deal.
Right, but then it's like you say that, and they say, "Oh, I got you in a couple of weeks or whatever," but I don't have time. But in the meantime, you see them making logos for everybody else.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And see, we paint a perfect picture.
Yeah.
But it's cool because like you said, UNSC, Style Dev, and all those guys, Tyne and everybody, they'll definitely make time for you. They'll definitely take care of you. It's awesome. They were holding the crowns in the beginning, but the competition got so hot. And that's why I was saying you gotta work with people, and you gotta go ahead and not put so many parameters or so many walls up. You gotta work with everybody and anybody.
Yeah, I mean, well, the season's not over yet, so I think Mod and Style Dev have some things cooking up, and other players like Atari and One Up and Firelight are working hard to show everybody what we have in the second half of the season. So,
and what do you think about the ball league? Did you check that out, the 3 ball league?
I'm on a team already.
On a team, that's crazy, man.
Yep. I think I'm on the King of the Hill team with Percent, and I'm not sure. I think Mod's the captain, maybe, of that team too. Percent and Mod.
I'm tripping out because when I was trying to cover it, I was like, "Damn, this is a different experience. You can't cover this exactly how you cover a game. You got to think about it in a different way."
Yeah. You have to play it in a different way too.
Oh, absolutely. It's a whole different game in my opinion. Why did 3V is my thing, but I got to answer and I respect it.
Wait, why'd they say the 3v3?
Because it's easier to make more teams. That way more people could join. You don't have to pick 5 people. You just need 3 people or something.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I just think it's going to take forever, but It's fun. Hey, Odd, get at me, man. What's up? How come I haven't got my invitation? Hey, you guys need. I know you guys need a broadcaster. We could work something out.
Oh wait, so maybe you might be available at the end of October to broadcast a top secret tournament that I'm putting together that's Halloween themed, but I'm not gonna say anything more about it.
There you go. We're gonna have to talk. Hopefully, we'll talk. We'll talk. There's only one weekend that I can't. All the other weekends
It's
I
gonna
can.
be a Halo tournament with a nice, cool Halloween theme.
All right. You want to drop any more jewels for people, or you don't want to hold it in for later?
I'm gonna hold it in for later because Lumi and Sage insisted that if I talk about the tournament too early, people will stop caring. I feel like giving people time to plan is better, but they do the tournament, so I'm just gonna be quiet for a while.
Both of those are valid points. Both of those are very valid points. I do like letting people know like what's going and coming ahead, so that way they know what's coming on. But it's also one of those things that people be like, "Yo, I'm gonna go to that," and then 4 weeks from now they're like, "Oh yeah, I can't," because it's too old already. People are over the hype. It's hard to decide. It's hard to decide. But is it just get at the people who need to know, the teams, and then
well, it's gonna be similar to the last tournament, the domination one, but it's just gonna have a twist. So right now I'm getting the captains together and we'll do a draft.
There you go.
But I'm just I'm trying to get captains who weren't captains last time and who aren't normal captains, because I just want to showcase more of the variety of people in Dash League.
Yep, and that's cool, man. We gotta get everybody involved. Show them that this is for everybody and anybody. There's something for everybody. If you're not dope at doing this, then do that, or just work to the best of your abilities, man. I suck at the game, so I do these videos for you guys, and that's how we do it. That's how we get along. We all help each other.
Yeah, basically.
So because we've been yapping for so long, did you, hey man, did you see that ish that Odd was talking in the chat the other day? Did you say that? About Ball League? Apparently, some advertising that was going up at Ball League.
So I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm just gonna say the Sage and Lumi and Odd are my little bros. I love those dudes to death.
Okay.
And that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm really happy that their team is doing really well. They did an amazing feat last weekend, and that's what I have to say about them.
But you know what I'm talking about, though.
Yes, I do.
All right. Moving on. I didn't want to get too deep into it because it seemed that it was. Yeah, I don't want to say it was bad, but it wasn't good. All right, let's check out this footage, man. How about that?
Yeah, let's go.
So
you can
this footage was provided by Quad, Rich Homie Quad. I didn't have a chance to record him, so he gave me some. I'll allow it every now and then, but don't get used to this, people. I want to record you because I want you guys to perform on the spot. All right, here we go. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, this is me playing Yellow Domination. I think I'm on a team that is a little bit outmatched. Midnight and Maverick are on the same team on the other side. Which is horrible because Midnight has that great faraway aim and Maverick is fast and up close. So you're about to watch some fun. So you can see Maverick just killed me right there.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat, yeah. So right now I think I'm trying to play to B. I tend to be more of a mid player on this one where I try to protect B and then come back and defend the base a little bit.
Those terrible
kind of try and circulate around, so I'm not sure.
I'll turn down the audio so we don't hear you getting mad.
Oh, in the game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maverick's got
so
your number, man.
No, it's Maverick and Midnight. They're pretty much the only people who kill me this game. But yeah, so I'm going back to B to try and retake it. And I died again.
You know what, man? I respect that because you could have given me any tape and you brought this. He's like, this is my actual live. This would have recorded if I would have recorded live. That's cool, man. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I had some plays.
People try to give me a highlight tape.
No, I'm not going to choose that. But so here I'm dropping down to get some health.
Oh, you got 2 headshots right there just a second ago. I saw that.
Yeah, I got some kills on this one, but it's just hard to get out of the base because Midnight really has a great aim. So I think we lost very handily on this one. So see Maverick again.
Jesus. PP map. The only reason I don't like this one because I don't. Number one, I don't like water, and number two, there's not too many places. They take away all the places I would hide. Like, cause I like to creep around. It's not that I camp. I like to creep around, and they take away my SMGs. So this map has nothing for me.
Wait, so do you like Quarry then?
Oh, I like Corey.
The update one with all the new places to hide?
Yeah.
Yes, you can see Midnight is there again. Yeah, so this match was just really hard trying to balance it out. You can see it's like 5-on-4 at this point.
Yeah.
Because people keep dropping out because the other team's winning so much. But when you just try to fight it out, stay to the end. I tried to snap to that rail. It didn't work. Sometimes after the alphas, the snapping for the dash doesn't work as well.
Man, that dash at All-Star Games was awesome, dude. I like that dash. It was fun to see people doing those trick shots and then seeing other people replicate them.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
All right, so now you get to see me doing what I like to do, which is stealing the dashes, I think. Is at this point. So just kind of trying to play to be and protect as much as I can without getting killed. No dashes available, so just try and kill a person on the rail.
Good on
and
the
then
rails,
get back
man.
to me.
People are saying they want them to add a few more rails to the stage. What do you think?
I mean, we could do with the rails. I feel like it would be better if they just fixed like the dash mechanic because it doesn't snap all the time very well. But I mean, I've been around for a while, so maybe I'm just the old fart in this game or whatever. Well, yeah. So has anyone scored yet? I don't even know what the score is at this point.
Yeah, Blue, I think, got a point.
They got a point? Okay, we lost 3-0 on this one, so.
Red team captures point B.
I grab those dashes, or sometimes I'll just leave them because you know what? I'm gonna die anyways. I'm gonna leave it for somebody who needs it.
True.
I do go for either the shotguns and like kind of like try to creep up on somebody, or go for I'm terrible with the sniper rifle though, man. That's my problem. I keep trying.
Oh, that's the weapon that I want back. Is the old shotgun, man.
What?
The old shotgun that you could snipe on yellow with. You didn't have to have a good aim or anything. I thought I was a beast wielding the double shotguns because I could get so many kills with those things.
They would just spray.
Yes, and they had so many pellets that you could kill like 2 people at the same time.
He almost countered at B.
That was crazy times, man. I didn't take advantage of it at that time.
Yeah, man, that's the one you should have gotten because like you would just hop around a little bit, and you would be a beast.
And it was spray out. Ooh, that was nice.
Yeah, I got some kills, but it wasn't. This was a tough match.
Hey, you gotta go for the little victories, man. They're gonna do our pass.
Okay, so you saw how many times I've had to shoot him there.
Yeah.
The hit registry stuff is like a real problem these days too.
It's gotten worse, I heard. Is that true?
Yeah. All right, so here I think this is where I'm like trying to steal their dashes. I'm just kind of being a menace. Just kind of stealing their dashes, popping the button, getting out of there quickly.
Hey, I pushed the button.
Hey, I pushed the button.
Yeah, so if they don't have any dashes, it's going to be hard for them to, get around.
Yeah, that's a good
That was
point.
what I was doing.
Dude, Dark Ghost on ball is taking all the dashes. It was crazy. That guy's a
Oh,
maniac.
Dark Ghost is so good. I think he's on my team, too. I hope he's on my team.
Yeah, he knows how to collect those dashes. He takes them all.
Yeah, Dark Ghost is a real amazing person. I thought he was fake at first, honestly.
That is Alias.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, do you believe
I mean,
he's individual? It's hard to believe who's real, who's not, because we have so many people like just change their name and stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy. Anytime you see like a level 2 person who like goes 37 and 3, you're like, "Who are you? Who are you?" And like, "I'm real."
Point
And
B.
you're just like,
I'm
"Are you sure?"
real. I'm a
Like,
boy.
"Nah,
Blue team
we know it."
captures
Who are
point
you?
B.
Is this Vision X
Red
again?
team
Dark
captures
Moon? Did you
point
reset your
B.
headset again?
Factory reset, baby.
Yeah. Now I have a bet going with Inept though. So Inept uses aliases all the time, but he has a very distinct play style. It's like he's very aggressive and sprints in a very like distinct way.
Okay.
And I always see him on different aliases, and I'm always like, "Hey Inept, what's
Point
up?"
A.
So we had
Oh,
this bet. I was like, "Inept, I guarantee you that you cannot play in a game with me, and I won't notice you if you change your name to something else." So
Okay.
he's trying to play with me, and he's gonna try and get it such that he posts like a screenshot of himself in a game with me, and I don't notice that it's him. So we're trying to see if he can do it. He almost got away with it the other day, but
Blue team
not.
scores in
I noticed it in the last second.
And what gives them away? Well, how can you tell what somebody is or what they look like?
So it's like their play style mostly, and then their levels kind of. So like to give an example, like Dark Moon is a player that has a very distinct play style. Like the way he moves across the map is very like long and quick, and he likes to like shoot while he's falling down off of things.
point B.
So it doesn't matter whether you change your name or not. Like I just can see you like shooting and falling down. I'm like, okay, that's Dark Moon right there. Like Fathead is another one where he's really fast and aggressive, and he's like a level 85, so nobody else has that level. And he also talks a lot. So
Yeah. I imagine voice would give it away for sure.
yeah, if you shoot him, he's like, "Oh,
In
Quadio, damn it!"
come on.
blue team wins.
If you're here, hey, Rich homie Quad, what are you doing? You're gonna be like, Dre? No, I'm not
That was the
Dre.
slowest
I'm
walk
Steve.
to the
And walk
button
away.
Yeah.
That was good.
Nah, I'm gonna wait. What is your in-game name though?
Dre Day all day. Well, no, Dre Day actually.
Ran in real life.
HH. I gotta change it to TBD. Dre Day.
Dude, you were murking it with that. I couldn't
You
see
can
through
wear
the
both
button.
tags. Sometimes I wear the UNSC tag in the front and then the HH tag in the back. But
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
wear both.
No, yeah, I just haven't changed it because I'm a dummy.
Yeah, the HH, you'll get more recognition for the HH than you will for the TBD because most people know HH, but not as many know TBD because it's a team.
They know about the crown, baby. They know about the crown. Woo!
Well, the Dash League knows about the crown, yup. And that crown looks good on you, by the way, not going to lie.
I don't know. I'm not trying to be biased. I've heard my integrity as a journalist has been called into question because I joined a team. I don't know what you're talking about. 1V and Dark Moon and Makers One Show decided to bless me with initiation to the team, which I appreciate. But it also makes me
That's-
scared because at any point I could be called on pod to be in a match.
So if I'm ever playing in a match and then they put you in, I think I'm probably going to cry. Like, I think you'll see my avatar just sit in the spawn in the corner because that means that we're losing so badly that they threw you in. They were just like,
Oh, I thought you say
this team sucks so much. Dre's got this. Throw him in.
I thought you said you're gonna cry because you're like, oh, finally I get to shoot this guy.
No, it's because they think I'm so bad that they throw you in.
The whole team is like, oh my god, they threw in the Dre bomb. The team has not came out of the spawn. They've lost all hope.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just standing there for the spawn. Like, which way do I go? This way? No, this way. No, this way.
Wait, do you play around the map still?
Wait, no, this way. Is this still shoot pistol? Back in the days, okay, check this out. Back in the days, you used to be able to shoot your own head off, dude. It was awesome.
I was never there for that. Apparently, like the charge shots used to bounce and you could die if it hit you.
I used to just stand there and freak people out because I would shoot my own head off, and you could just blow your own head off. Like you just shoot, and you would, and then the robot would. It was awesome, dude. I used to love it, and they took it away with one of the updates. I think Alpha 4, maybe 5. Definitely by the time I got to side quests, you couldn't shoot yourself anymore.
Oh yeah, for sure. The side quest thing was definitely interesting. I felt like it made the community larger, and which was cool, but it also took away some of the interconnectedness. I feel like.
In the beginning, it was hard not to see the same people over and over again. I think that's why El Chapo threw me a bone and was like, "Yo, this guy's decent enough. Let me just get him in HH." And I got in on the early stages when there wasn't really they didn't realize the pedigree they were creating. So I slipped in there. But that's what happened. Is like Chapo saw me a bunch of times and he's like, "Yo, let me just hit this guy up." And I didn't even know I had a message from him. I went on there to ask anybody if they wanted to do an interview with me because I wanted to talk to somebody about this game. And that my man Husky took me up on that. And that day he's like, "Yo, I'm down to do it with you, when you want to do it, whatever." And then next thing I know, I saw his message from El Chapo, and I was like, "Oh," and it says about an invitation, and I clicked on it, and I got into the server, and then Husky was there, and he's like, "Oh man, hey, welcome, good to see you here too." It was just all in one day, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. But I mean, I know you say you're not skilled or whatever, but we do joke a lot in servers, so that's definitely fun. And that's why that server's not muted for me, because I like all the jokes that people post in the food. I'm not much of a pet person, but I look and I react.
I heard about these food orgasms. These mouth orgasms you're passing out. Apparently, you're just handing them out.
Oh right, yeah. So Despair, I think it was Despair. He said like if we ever managed to have a Hell's Hitman gathering in real life, like he would hook us up with like some of the best food. So I was like, I'm up to the challenge. I'll probably start planning it once I know we can go somewhere without the trip being canceled.
Oh, because of COVID?
Right, yeah. I'm not about to plan any trips and then have the thing be canceled. So
I think it's not gonna. This 2020's canceled. Like I haven't been able to do any of my stuff. The comedy shows have been canceled. The video game Olympics has been canceled for this year. But next year, I think we're finally gonna pull out and we're gonna be good.
yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that they get things together by Christmas, because I'm not trying to. If I'm stuck in the United States on Christmas, I'm gonna be really mad. Like I'm just gonna be
Where do you want to go?
angry. So normally for Christmas, my family, we go to the Dominican Republic for a week. But this year, I'm trying to go for 2 weeks since I didn't go on vacation in June. So I'm trying to be on the beach for Christmas, not in the cold, freaking freezing weather.
And you know what's funny about that is it could go one of two ways. It could go really well where they're like, we're not as crazy about COVID, or we're not that serious about it as the States. Or it could be the other way where they're super crazy about it. You know what I mean? Have you checked that out?
Well, the resort was closed for like how long? I mean, it was closed since like April or whatever. They're just opening it up like next week. So,
okay, well that's a good sign. Yeah, when they start opening up theaters, I told people when they start opening up theaters, then we can start having guests back in the studio, start having, bigger podcasts and shows. For right now, everything's just host or virtual.
right. But I mean, the good thing about this time is like I don't think Dash League would be what it is if we didn't have quarantine. Because honestly, I mean, I'm like a grad student, so last semester it just so happened that I was at home all the time, and that's how I could play so much. But under any other circumstances, I probably would never have played. I would not be in HH. I would be like you, playing once a month, hopping in and dying.
Damn, but like you say, like me, no, not like me, because I'm like me, and the only reason I'm like me is because I keep streaming these games, which gets me nowhere. You're a grad student, man. You're actually gonna do something and be somebody. I'm here trying to not to sweat my balls off in the garage.
Yeah, I know. But so over the summertime, I was a little bit like I kind of didn't have my focus 100%. So I got an A- in my class. And this class, they sent back the grade or whatever, and it was like, this is how you did in comparison to the other students. I was in the bottom 20% of my class. Like, I was like, dang.
That's motivational.
A-, and I'm in the lowest. I'm a failure. God, that's the first time that's ever happened to me too. It was really disappointing.
Well, I mean, I hope Dash League or Hyper Dash doesn't ruin, because I mean, I would hate to know that there's a sad story in this game. I said it 1,000 times. I said it on there probably every episode. Is like, I love that this game is the way it is, and the developers are the way they are. They're so cool and chill, and they allow this community to flourish and these people to have these these like I want to call them mini universes because everything's different. The league's different. The hyperball, everything's different. You know, all the shows we have, all the content is cool.
Yeah, for sure. But I definitely feel like out of all of the video games out there, Hyperdash is the one I think would be one to succeed as an esport because it's kind of like nice to just like jump in and watch. Like it's easy to watch the games because the payload is like you can see like a clear like sides and it's moving. I feel like when I've watched other games like League of Legends tournaments, I'm just confused. I have no idea what's going on, and I think Hyperdash is easy for a person who's not an expert to catch on and see what's going on.
Hyperdash is definitely fun, and I always tell people is like if you like the ones with the controls and keyboards, imagine knowing if the guy that's playing that or the girl that's playing that is in there actually physically moving around, jumping around, turning around. You know, for the most part, maybe not completely because of the turn radius and all that, but you know what I mean. Like they're actually moving their body. It's very energetic and entertaining. I bet you to have all these people in a room jumping around, moving around.
Yeah, I could definitely see in the future like a Hyperdash event when it's mainstream and you're like in Madison Square Garden and you have like 2 teams of 5 and they're like standing there with their jerseys on, moving around, and the like gardens filled with people cheering. I'm
gonna hear that. So before it goes big time, I'm gonna list my list of the bands. I want to be able to say what I want when I want. I want to be able to say all the crazy stuff that happens. I don't want to be responsible for any of the things my guests say. And Super Audio Network all day, baby. Those are my 3 demands. I want to say what I want. I want my guests to be able to say whatever they want. And Super Audio Network.
Yeah. Just don't invite just don't invite some people on because, you know, that might go too far.
It is difficult to reel people in when you give them some power because, power is not for everybody. They get drunk on it. But for the most part, you know, we've had a good time on the show. Has anything got out of hand in the comms that you've heard?
No, not to me. Yeah, no, not to me.
It could have gotten worse, but luckily we have the censors and they get to it before we get to it.
Yeah, I kind of like the way you cast because you have like a lot of inject a lot of jokes, which kind of makes it funny. It's not just straight commentary, so it's kind of cool. It's a lot of energy, yelling and stuff. It's like, all right, I need that kind of stuff to stay interested.
I yell because I'm trying to keep everybody awake on the show. People are gonna send me emails now like, we're awake. You don't have to yell no more. Please stop yelling. No, but also Odd. I feel bad because Odd was doing such a great job of calling the match, but he hasn't come back on. And his manager would not give him his messages anymore. He went big time, and now we can't get a hold of him or his manager anymore. They won't return our calls.
What, you saying auditorium or
Odd? Auditorium, yeah.
Oh, let me see. Let me see if I can get him back on.
All right.
I might be able to talk to him.
Yeah, you might. You have because you're Fathead's manager. You know his manager, and you could get him on the show, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. What made you want to work with Fathead? I mean, obviously he's a great talent and a resource, and I mean he's super entertaining. But what made you want to what made you want to go with that title?
So the thing is, like, even though I'm no longer on TVD, I still have a lot of respect for makers or whatever. But basically, what happens is when we were like winning season 0, like I was kind of about at the point where I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna retire and promote TVD and like just like focus on making it like a nice like mainstream esport team and building up an audience for it. And then I'll just like commentate and chill out. They don't have to put me in any games. Once all the stuff started happening, then I got mad and that kind of unfolded. But basically, Makers and I had talked about that to a certain extent. And Fathead was like talking about doing some stuff. So Makers is the one who actually introduced me to Fathead. So I do owe him that. And it just kind of went from there.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to see all the stuff Fathead's. Some of the things he mentioned to me, they sound real cool and real interesting, and I love it. I tell him I need to see him do it. Just get it done now. Let's do it. And then when I heard he had somebody helping him, maybe not a manager, but somebody helping him, assisting him get this vision off the ground. I thought maybe it was going to become sooner than later, but I know it's still in the works. I know it's still happening because I want to get work with him too. You know.
Yeah, for sure. We had a talk today where I was like, I don't know if I should say this, but whatever, I'll say it. So basically, I've been trying to stay on him about like getting an episode out, because I just feel like if he can get that one thing going, once the ball is rolling, it'll just keep going. And so I told him, like, I sent him a message today because I think he was like not responding or whatever. So I was just like, all right, man, if you're not gonna use your ideas, then I'm gonna steal them. And he's like, which ones? And I was like, all of them. I'm just gonna like replace you with me and then just do the whole thing. So then he's like, all right, I'm gonna try and get some stuff done. So he's working on it, but he's been having some issues, like, because you got to have like the PC resources, and you got to get the audio in nicely and make everything nice for your streams and whatnot. So he's been working hard at trying to get it like a nice, clean, professional look by himself, basically.
Yeah, it is difficult, and if you don't have immediate, because I got lucky, I have a lot of resources already.
Mm-hmm.
So then just to build on that was easy, not easy, but it was possible.
Yeah.
So if you just have a laptop and you're barely getting your first mic, barely getting your first this and that, then it's hard. But no, not anymore, man. You don't need that much equipment to make a big show. I mean, to do this kind of dumb shit, yeah, you need a bunch of dumb shit. But to do a nice, entertaining show, audio show, you don't need that much. You just need a good mic and some headphones.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he'll do some like HyperDash tutorials, because there's really not much of that. And it will be very easy to send players to, like, you know, his channel or whatever. Like, this is how you use a shock pistol. This is how you use a shotgun. Like, just a bunch of videos on that front. So I feel like that could be a market for him.
And if you could get somebody to like edit the videos with just like, you know, text and this and that, that's my thing, is like everything I do you see right now is live. I do it all live for the most part, unless I need to edit something out because you didn't like what you said here or it was somebody's name. I usually don't mess with the video. It's all live because I don't have time. But if you could find somebody who has the time to edit some nice little key shots, like Sage or somebody, yeah, man, those videos blow up because they're short and they get to the point. I look at tutorial videos all the time, and sometimes you look for the shortest one. So imagine a 2-minute HyperDash tutorial. Boom, we're going to tell you about shotguns. There we go. And that's your gimmick, 2 minutes. You know how many views you can rack up?
That's what I'm trying to get him to do, is to do that.
Yeah, that's a great idea, man. And if, like you say, if you don't do it, then you do them. And if you don't do them, then I'll produce them, because that's how I do. I get in there, and I don't do the videos, but I'll produce it.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, hold on. Let me talk to him. We might have another spot for you in the Fat Corp.
I don't get to 10 podcasts by not butting my head in places.
It's cool. Some people like that. Some people welcome that.
All right. This was a long one. We did a full one. This is my first full one in a while. We actually got to some actual footage. But Rich Homie Quad, thanks for joining me, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking in, doing this interview with me. Any shout outs you want to give out?
So first I want to give a shout out to Brasov. That's my boy. Congrats on joining ARC and then beating TVD like in 2 weeks of joining ARC. Congrats. Also shout outs to Lumi and Sage. They're like my little bros. And shout outs to Odd. And who else I want to shout out to? Oh yeah, Phoenix. That's my bro.
You're not gonna shout out a server name, man? That's messed up, bro.
Oh yeah, right. Server name. Sorry. Please don't ban me tonight. Please don't ban me. You just unmuted me last week. Sorry.
Dude, they're all a little scared of getting muted, but we won't talk about that. It's the end of the show. All right, everybody. I'm Dre all day. You can get a hold of me at www.superhotnetwork.com. You can catch past episodes. You could, if you're watching this and you want to get raffle tickets to support the network, we're trying to get an air conditioner here. So we're selling raffle tickets, and so hit up that spot, and we're gonna give away some hats and some.
Wait, how much is the air conditioner gonna cost?
We'll talk about it offline. I'll tell you, no doubt.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see what we can put together.
But check that out. if you've been to the network and you want to win some swag, some Super Audio Network swag, go ahead and go to the website and get one of those raffle tickets. The raffle will be next Friday for playtime. We're gonna do that raffle and give away some hats and some Bluetooth headphones and other crap, some T-shirts. Hopefully you can join us. Also, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Dash League will be back. I know I missed Sunday. Thank you to Style Dev for taking care of that for me. It was hot. I couldn't come in the studio. It was too much. 114 is my limit. So thank you to Style Dev for taking care of that. But I will be back next weekend. We have more matchups. Go to the calendar, check it out. I try to keep my calendar as up to date as I can. I know it's difficult for everybody to know who's doing what. Hopefully we can make it easy for you. If you guys could do me a favor though, huge favor, because this is my fault and I always miss the time. When you set your time in the schedule, you know how you put Eastern and CST time. Put PST time for me, because my dummy head cannot convert the hours, and I always miss the time, and that's why I was late Sunday. Sorry. So do that for me. If you do that for me, I appreciate it. I love you. Thank you, Quad, for joining me. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for working with me. I'm glad you slipped in, got it in. Come back anytime, and you're welcome in the media booth anytime you want, man, obviously. And hopefully we can work together with the Halloween show.
Yep, thanks.
Shout outs to Triangle Factory for creating Hyper-VR. You guys are awesome developers, and good luck when you guys finally launch. I know it's coming up soon. Shout outs to Lat for creating the league. Does amazing things. He's trying to hold it down. We appreciate it, even though we bust your balls. He's the commission of this bish. And shout outs to everybody out there who subscribed. Because of this game and this league, I got to 1,000, and that doesn't mean a lot to a lot of people, but it means a lot to me, because I didn't buy nobody, I didn't ask nobody, they did it because they wanted to, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh yeah, sorry, and shout out to Fathead Jax and Gatsby, who were the first HHs to be nice to me and help me out a lot. Thank you.
But don't say that those are the first to be nice to you. Those are probably the first you met, because all the HHs are nice except for me.
I mean, that's true, but they were ones who helped me a lot. Let's just say that.
Yeah. HH is a great clan, man. We just have a bad rep. We're the Fonz. We look bad, but we're nice.
Right. So true.
All right, let's get the hell out of here, man. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you. Peace.